What's good, everybody? This is Preston, lifelong adventurer and travel YouTuber.
And I'm Ryan, the travel photographer, here to capture moments worth saving.
And this is Adventures with Pictures podcast, bringing all those travel tips,
horror stories,
and just all-around travel experiences. This is your podcast to soften those travel blues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now let's get started and hear from our guest today.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Adventures with Pictures, and I'm Preston, and I got my homeboy Ryan in the building.
Hey, what's going on?
Today we got a very, very special guest, the Travel Tours. How you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing very well.
Okay, hey, I like the vibe already. Got the hair shaking, got the trees in the back. I like that. All that melanin, you know. All right, so how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
That's good. Not me. I gotta go to work tonight. Actually, I work nights.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll be looking at my job like you guys might not even get a third of my energy tonight.
I couldn't do it.
Hell no.
What's going on with you, Ryan? Everything good on your end?
Everything good on my end, man. Just counting down the days to send the little one off to good old Morgan State. You know, so ready for that. Our moving date is on August 14th, so I couldn't be prouder. And Aaliyah, just to give you a picture of the speed, me and Preston, we met at Morgan State, you know, and so if I have to have my daughter to want to follow my footsteps and go to Morgan State as well, I felt touched. So
Aww.
for sure.
Yeah. For sure. I would never send my kids to Morgan State. Ever. Okay. So let's just jump right into it. So pretty much, let's say, how did the Travel Tours become? Like, how did you get started?
Ooh, okay. So I guess I've always been interested in travel, but I guess the Travel Tours actually got started, I would say maybe like back in 2018 or something, whenever I decided I was gonna start traveling more. And I was like, I'm gonna get on Instagram, I'm gonna start documenting this. So that's when that started. I started my website about a year ago. Well, it was like last year, right before the pandemic happened. Started my whole travel website, and then travel got shut down. I was like, yeah.
Oh, like, okay.
I don't know. And then I just got on TikTok in January. So I've had amazing growth on that platform. So that's where all the fun happens.
Okay, I got to follow you on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I'm not as active as far as making videos, but I can find myself losing track of time with some of the creative, entertaining, funny stuff on there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
TikTok is dope. Like I haven't really got on there yet, but I just feel like I'm just not a TikTok type of dude. I'm trying to force my way into it. Like, okay, let me do these, viral dances or whatever. I just be sitting there like,
viral dances.
Like, that ain't me. I be like, so I'm trying to find.
I don't do no dances. I try to. It's funny. I'll try to do the viral dances. They bomb. They never do well. Like I never do the numbers on those. But TikTok is a great educational platform, and people, if you can offer some type of education to people, then they will follow you. We get lots of followers. They love that.
Okay, that's
nice.
Good.
That's what I do on my TikTok platform. I have 260,000 followers.
Oh, shoot. Well, something's working. Yeah, you're doing something right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to follow you and be like, let me ride her wave. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like how you mentioned, like how you started last year was the same thing for me. Like I just decided one day I was like, oh well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump out there with the travel world, start my website, start this business. And then, this is literally February 2020. And then all of a sudden, March, everything shut down. I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they kind of.
I had traveling. I had to hit 6 countries last year before everything got. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I was doing stuff. Like I had a plan, man. And all that just went out the window.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks. I only got to do one country last year before everything really got crazy. I was
were you able to do any countries before the pandemic hit last year?
Me? I did 6.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you said you
Yeah.
planned with the Oh, my bad. Let me rephrase it. What are the 6 countries you did hit?
In January, I went to Guatemala. So I did that just like on a whim. I think I just saw some cheap flights and I was like, well, I asked a couple of my friends who've been, they said it was cool. So then I went. I did that. I went there for like a week by myself. And then in February, I had a trip planned with 2 of my friends. We went to Paris. We went to Belgium. We went to Amsterdam. We went to Germany, and we went to Czech Republic. We went to Prague.
Yeah, you was out there.
Yeah.
Out of all those 6,
I was freaked out when I got back because I had just finished traveling when everything had happened.
You're like, do I got it? Like, do I? Let me just check my.
Right,
You're like, girl, you been out the country. Where you been?
I was like, oh my God, do I have it? Because I've been listening to it and watching the stories ever since like I was in Guatemala when we were talking about the bats and everything. And then I was like, dang, I was like kind of paranoid when we were traveling. And then when we got back, they shut everything down. I was really paranoid. So
I'm glad you made it out unscathed.
Yeah. You here.
Out of those 6 countries, which one was your favorite?
Well, a couple of them were repeats. So I love Holland, the Netherlands, love Amsterdam. I love Dutch people; they're very nice. I really like Prague. That's definitely one of my favorite places. I went to Paris for the first time. It was cool.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad you said that. Because I tell everybody, I'd be like, yo, Paris is okay. It's super overrated. People be like, overrated? It's Paris. I'd be like, yo.
If you want to go somewhere, look, okay, people who are watching and listening, if y'all want to go somewhere in France, go to the south of France. That's where you want to be, okay?
Yeah.
Go to Monaco, okay? You can go, if you go to Nice, you can go over to Monaco, very cheap. You can take a little train there, boom, you're in Monaco, another country. Or you can go to Cannes or anywhere, Saint-Tropez, anywhere up along the low coast. That's where you want to be, not Paris.
Yeah, Paris is just a tourist trap. I mean, I'm not saying, I say if you want to see it. But you
should go. You gotta go. You gotta go to Paris.
Go once. I thought I've been as once, but I was like, I'm never going again. But
yeah, I don't think I will either. So.
Yeah, I was like, if I go, it's going to be because like I'm already living there, so I'm living somewhere over there. And I got nothing else to do, and it's cheap to get over there. Because like when I went, I was actually living in Germany, so I was only like I think like 6 hours driving. So I just drove over there, stayed the weekend. I was like, all right, that was wasting my 6 hours, but it was all good. So. Yeah, so all the countries that you just named, I've been to all of them except Guatemala. Guatemala, at the time when I was thinking about going, I had a couple of Guatemalan friends who was like, oh, don't go, it's dangerous, and things of that nature. And then I met I think you're like the 3rd person I met this year was like, shit, I went to Guatemala, I had a dope ass time. I'm like,
yeah, it was fun.
I'm mad as hell that I missed out on it, whatever. But
it's like nobody was there. It was like empty.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, no one's here. No wonder everything's so cheap.
There you go. Well, let me ask you this, because I'm a big music fan. Hip hop, R&B is my favorite genre, and I'm always building playlists all day. So like when I'm running errands and I'm listening to music and stuff. So when Aaliyah is in the airport, maybe in a layover, or maybe just vibing out on an actual plane, what are some songs? If you do listen to music while you travel, what are some songs that are in rotation for Aaliyah right now?
I am a big fan of like female hip hop. So I like right now, I listen to like Saweetie, Cardi B, City Girls.
So you like to turn up?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those first couple of she like to turn up. Okay.
Oh, Doja Cat. Okay. I like her. She's very weird. She's very good music. She's come a long way from Blue, what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So let's see. Who else I got on here? Yeah. Lil Nas X, we got some that. Lotto. She changed her name.
Big Lotto.
Love 2 Chainz. 21 Savage.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the Migos, of course.
Migos,
my boys. Oh, and then, my little underground artist that I love is Lil Debbie. So if y'all,
See,
I'm
that's
like, look, Debbie Snacks. I'm like,
yes, like Lil Debbie Snacks. Yeah, that's my girl right there. That's my little underground artist that
where's she
I
from?
really like. I see her every time she comes to Austin because it's in like a little venue because she underground. So
Okay, so she like a
free or something like
rapper or
that.
something.
okay. All right. So, and this is why I asked this question because now I'm gonna have to check out Lil Debbie and see if I like it. I'm an underground head myself. I was just debating with this guy over here.
I'm gonna listen to her though. She's cute. She be snapping though.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna listen because I was talking to this guy about how I'm a big Royce the 5'9" fan, and this guy he has no idea who that. He downplays his
I
time.
didn't say I didn't know who he was. I just said I don't sit there and be like, oh, he dropping tomorrow. Let me stop everything. Like, no, like I'm good.
I definitely don't pay that much attention. I kind of rely on Apple Music. Like, please download the new album to my list. If it's out,
Right.
what's this? Oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to it.
Like, so the one thing about Rhyme, he gives everybody a shot, no matter what. He's like, yo, I'm gonna give you a listen. I'm not doing that. Like, you gonna have to really spark my interest.
I'll listen to it.
A couple of songs.
But you got like 30 seconds or I'll turn the song.
That's it. You got the first 30. You better have first of all, your beat gotta be fire. Like, if your beat fire, then I'm gonna give you a listen. But if that beat trash, skip. And I'm gonna skip until I hear a beat that catches my ear. Then I'm gonna give you another 30 to 60 seconds to give me some bars.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, this is trash. Let me just turn it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
Ryan gonna be like,
that's fair.
Okay. Ryan act like he like, as executive producer, he like, yeah, listen to all 12 tracks. I'm not doing that. I'm just not gonna do that. My time.
Let him enjoy himself,
Thank you, Ali. Thank you. That's all I ask.
No, don't say that because he's gonna keep listening. I gotta get him out of that. I gotta stay on Ryan. I gotta keep him right.
Oh man.
So are you a full-time traveler or a part-time traveler?
These days a full-time traveler. Right now I'm at home, but I will be gone soon and back on the road. So, it was like a full-time thing. I definitely don't have anything stopping me at this point. So I just have some family things I gotta wrap up and then I can go.
Nice.
Whoa. Go back to Asia. That's where I'm trying to go.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm like, I think they say Thailand is supposed to be open back up like July 1st or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, because I haven't been to Thailand. I don't know.
Thailand is open. You just got to quarantine.
Yeah, that's not open for me. I need to be able to, I need to be able to hit and be like, hey, I'm ready to get it in. I can't be like, well, let me go see, I still work. So I can't afford to be like, oh, let me quarantine for 14 days or however many days they ask you to quarantine for and still, sightsee and, whatever like that. Now, if I had just unlimited leave, I can quarantine. It wouldn't make me no difference, but I'll be sitting there like, hey, I got 5 days, set like 7 days, 10 days.
Y'all see me in Thailand soon.
All right.
I hope to do it. Hey, you're going to see me in Thailand this year. The goddamn borders and no quarantine. Like, I just came back from Mexico 2 days ago. I just came back from Mexico. I went to Tulum, Black Atlanta. That's the new Atlanta now. So I had to get me a little tour in. I was like, what my black people at? So, it was fun. I definitely tried to stay away from more of the touristy things, whatever. But and then I was down there, it rained a little bit on us. I took my wife down there for her birthday. So, we had a good time down there. Whatever, came back. I almost didn't come back. I almost called my job. It's like
everybody says that. Oh, didn't come back. You took it.
But think about it. It wasn't because I had such a great time in Tulum, because I don't think Tulum is not even going to crack my top 10 places I've ever been. Okay. But it was just the fact that was my first time out the country since the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And it was just, it was just great to just get out the country, see something new. And that was my second time to Mexico. So it wasn't like, oh, this is my first time in Mexico. And I got like, oh my God, I've never seen this before. Like, I'd have been to almost 40 countries. So, it's nothing, but I just don't want to go back to work. Like I be telling Ryan, I'm really trying to grow my brand and become a full-time traveler. So I can go to Thailand and be like, oh, you want me to quarantine? No problem. I can sit here all day. I got enough time. So that's the dream. So hopefully I get to realize that in 2022. So
Well,
sure.
that's right around the corner.
There
Nah,
you
no,
go.
I can't come fast enough. So,
Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
well, my bad. Just real quick. Like I said, I really enjoy your page. Very dope. I was looking at some of the links in your bio, and one of the things that really caught my interest was I know you do something called travel coaching, and I'm just curious about what it is. I know they got like a general chat option, then they got like one that I think that has like specific location you could coach people through. Like if I were to try to sign up for travel coaching, what would I be getting into?
Well, traveling can be very intimidating and very overwhelming for some people. And I totally get that because that was me at one point in time. So being an experienced traveler, which you guys are too, it's really just coaching people on, being comfortable with traveling, especially if they want to travel by themselves. So that is more so what my specialty would be in. For people who are like me and maybe like you guys who want to quit their jobs and they want to travel, So I would be someone who can coach them through that process and help them get the confidence to do that and help them give them ideas of different options and paths that they can take. So I know you said you wanted to, like some people say want to quit their job and they want to travel and stuff like that, but maybe some people aren't comfortable with just quitting their job and not having a job, But, there's options. There's ways to work around that. So, you could always teach abroad because I know a lot of people that do that. And they will literally pay for you to go to another country. They will pay for your rent and they pay you a salary, And if you're already living in Asia, so say you're teaching in China, or I have a friend that teaches in South Korea, they can just travel to the Philippines on the weekend, or they can go to Taiwan if they want to. They can pop over to Japan. And it's very cheap to travel. They're not paying no rent, but they're still getting paid. So there's other ways to get around it. Or if someone wanted to be like me, I quit my job. I just, it's just like, I'm leave. And I stuffed all my stuff, And if someone wants to do something like that, then we can talk about that and how they can do that and what actually their overall goals are. Because if you want to build your brand, if that's what you're trying to do, then we can work on that. How are we going to get travel to be your brand if that's what you want to do? Let's talk about how we can make that happen before you start traveling, because it's good to have a plan, right? Also, if you don't want to do that and maybe you just want to travel, which is cool. Or maybe say you have a sabbatical where you have, maybe you have 2 months break off. Maybe your lease is up. You want to put your stuff in storage and you just want to go travel for a couple months. You can do that, come back, work, and go back to your regular life. So there's just like a lot of avenues that you can take with that. And I am the person who can walk you through all of that and help you out. So you're not doing it by yourself.
That sounds very dope. I must say, that sounds very impressive for one. And if you don't mind me saying, I'm just guessing, so I apologize if I'm wrong. Like, did you have like maybe like a marketing or PR background? Because that was a very fresh pitch. I love it.
I actually have my MBA. So I have 2 business degrees and I am working on my doctorate in tourism management. So I will have my doctorate in travel soon as well.
Okay.
So that's what it is. It's business.
Like sound like you just came out the street. Yeah, man, let me tell you about what you can do. But that's actually wonderful. Like how you said, like I guess I would fall more in the category of, like, I've already talked to my wife. She's already blessed off on me quitting. So I can quit today if I wanted to. But I don't want to quit until I already have, money saved up and things of that nature. But like I say, for me, it's just more or less, I want to quit when my brand is doing a little bit better. So I have certain target goals. Once I hit those goals, then I can be like, all right, now I can quit, something like that. It don't have to be full blown. I'll make an extra $15,000, $20,000 off my travel brand for me to quit. Like, no, it don't have to be that serious. It literally could just be like, okay, I got X amount of followers on YouTube. I got X amount of followers on, Instagram or what have you. And then I could be like, all right, I quit because I know now I need to turn it up a gear. Because it's hard to turn it up a gear when I'm putting in 40 hours over here. And then I got family time. It's just too much to, compartmentalize and be like, oh, well, 40 here, 10 here. I still got to sleep. I still got to travel. I still got to get content, edit, all stuff like that. So somebody got to go, and it's that job. So, and people look at me crazy. They be like, man, you going to get rid of a 6-figure job? Yeah. Like, I tell people, I'm like, my peace of mind is everything.
6-figure job.
So what?
I don't know why people act like you can't. And that's the other thing too, is people these are the conversations I have to have with people is, okay, you quit your job. You can just go get it back or get another one after you're done. If that's what you want to do, just go get another job. There's a bunch of them. Obviously you got that one, so that means you can get another one.
Yeah. And that's what I told my wife. My wife blessed off on it because I told her, I'm in IT, I'm a cybersecurity analyst.
Okay.
So I was telling her, I was like, I still got my certifications. I'm not gonna let those lapse. I got my education, I got my clearance, things of that nature. So I said, hey, just give me a year. I said, give me a year of just 100% dedication to my brand, and then we'll see where it goes. And if it goes well, obviously I will continue the path. If it starts looking like, okay, we out here struggling, we out here eating spam, let me get back into the job force. So, but I really do think on this journey of this podcast, meeting so many different travelers as yourself, and it's so refreshing to see people really take that leap of faith, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna bet on myself." I think that's one of the most awesome things somebody can do. And it's like I'm starting to get that mindset of like, yo, I'm pretty cool too. I can do this, and people kind of want to see what I do and things of that nature. So, yeah.
And that's also part of the journey of travel coaching is getting people in that mindset. Because the thing is, I'm I'm be a coach, but you got to do the work, because it's your life, and my journey and your journey are not going to be the same, Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, this is all up to you. I'm not holding a gun to nobody's head. You have to. No one's making you do anything.
Okay.
You do what you want to do. It's your life. You just got to make sure you're ready to live with the decisions you make. And what I've also always found is when you walk in your purpose and you do what you're supposed to do, doors literally, they just open.
That is true.
Doors open, money rains from the sky. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I love that.
I like that because, like you said, when I first started this last year, because I have a 9-to-5 or whatever, that it was easy for me just to put a little bit of time in into my business, to my brand, because I was like, well, I have a job, so if this don't work out, it's okay. But now that I'm like, okay, I kind of want to leave the traditional workforce and get into actually traveling more, things of that nature. It's like, all right, you really got to put more time in. I think people can actually feel that. Like how you said earlier, if you try to do a dance, a viral dance, they be like, man, that ain't you. I'm not going to follow you. But if you sit there and you give them something that really feels like it's coming from your heart, people be like, that's genuine. I want to follow you. I want to rock with you. And so that's what kind of been like that with, at least for myself, anybody can post travel pictures. Anybody can go anywhere, post a picture. But what's the difference between just a regular, we had a IG live yesterday, the difference between a traveler and a tourist. So anybody can be a tourist and just go places. But if you're trying to get into the travel content, you got to actually show hey, I'm more than just a tourist. I do this. And it sounds like that's what you done. You created your own little niche and say, hey, I'm a travel coach because I have experience. I'm willing to teach other people how to, do what I do. Obviously people going to rock with you. I'm looking at your page right now. You got 1 billion followers, so, so obviously somebody is paying attention, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I just want to salute to you, for just keep doing that and promoting that, that entrepreneurship type deal,
Right, for sure. And also I know you mentioned earlier when we did talk about the TikTok things, and like Preston said, you was like, hey, if that's not you, people can kind of tell that's not you. Just stay in your lane and you'll be all right. And you did kind of answer it a little bit. I know you said you tried some of the dance videos and you realized they got, low views or low ratings, whatever the case is. The
algorithm likes them, so I still do them.
Oh, so you still do them?
Differently.
Okay, y'all do them different. So yeah. my main question is so was there an experience where you kind of learned the hard way of, you know what, maybe I got to stay in my lane, maybe this isn't my niche. I know like when you're starting out with your business, you might go through some trial and error. You might try like you said, maybe what's the one thing when they got like you say something nice, but then all of a sudden this like dramatic music comes on and then you get real mean or something like that. Have you ever tried these different niches and realized, you know what, this is not my lane?
Well, I think I always planned to do travel content on my TikTok. When I first started doing TikTok, I didn't put any travel content on there because I was kind of scared, and I was like, oh, no one's gonna like it, or whatever. And I put one video out there that I made, and it got a ton of views. So it was like, okay. So it's like really about learning and like how to figure out what people like. So now at this point, I've pretty much learned what my audience likes and what they don't like. So it's easy for me to kind of figure out how to get their attention.
Okay.
You need that watch time.
I mean, that's what it's about. Like I said, your target audience. Like once you have an audience and a voice,
stick to it.
Let you know whether or not they like what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
You start doing some off the wall shit, gonna be like, nah, this ain't what I came for. You know what I'm saying? So
no views.
So I got a question. So my question would be, what type of traveler are you? Are you like budget, luxury, a little bit of both?
If I'm traveling like by myself, like long-term travel, it'll definitely be budget travel. I'm not interested in spending a lot of money if I plan to be traveling long-term. Now, if I'm doing something nice, like I do like to go on what I call vacations, which I don't do often, but when I do go on vacations, I like to spend a little bit more money because I feel comfortable doing that because I plan on actually utilizing the money that I spend. So what I mean when I say that is if I wanted to go on vacation, I'll go stay at an all-inclusive place and I'll buy like a whole package deal where everything's taken care of for me. All I gotta do is show up, follow the instructions on the paper, all my food is covered, all my drinks are covered. I don't have to leave, So and the beach is there. I just walk out my room and walk outside and there it is. So, and I will pay for that. That I will pay for, but I'm probably not gonna leave. I'll probably just be there the whole time and relax and not do anything.
Okay.
But if I actually plan on actually doing stuff, then I got a budget for that, which means I can't be spending all this money on lodging or food. I'm about to be doing stuff. I got to spend money on doing stuff, Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how it is with me. So budget, sometimes a luxury when I want to be nice to myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, that answered the question. So I take it when it comes to like, when you're trying to get out there, get up and out when you're traveling and doing stuff, like, are you open? Have you been open to like, or have you ever stayed in like a hostel because of certain areas and be like, you know what, I know I want to do X, Y, and Z. Let me stay in a hostel so I could just do my thing.
I have stayed at over 40 hostels across the globe. So that is usually the main place that I stay at when I go, especially when I'm traveling alone, because I'm not going to meet anybody to hang out with at a hotel. Because I stay at hotels when I travel by myself. You don't meet nobody over there. You don't make no friends there. Who's going to take my photos? Like, I need friends who's going to tell me where my stuff is? Who's gonna take my photos? Who's gonna tell me where the cool stuff is? Who's gonna go around with me? Who am I gonna go out if I want to like go out and do nightlife stuff? Who am I gonna go with? I can't go by myself. I gotta go with somebody. I need friends. So I go to the hostel because it be popping over there. So that's so I'm just want to be at, and they'll give me free stuff, free food, free drinks, free activities. So that's where I hang out over there because I get my money's worth and I get friends.
There you go. Yeah.
See all the good stuff to do and stuff. So that's where I hang out at.
Gotcha.
I have to do a hostel. I mean, I told myself I was going to do 1 or 2 hostels, maybe this year, next year, whatever. But so the only thing with hostels that come with me is not so much the lodging, it's more like the bathroom. Like, can you get private hostel? Rooms. Oh, they got private bathrooms?
Yeah. You just gotta pick a hostel that has that. So you gotta look for one that has like the in-suite bath. So you can even get a private room. You can get a private room with a bathroom in it at a hostel.
And how much something like that would cost?
And by yourself, but then you walk out, you can be in a common area, you can still make friends and hang out with the people and you get to get all the free stuff because you're there, you know. So
I might have start
that's
hustling.
good
Yeah.
too.
Because that saves a ton of money. I mean, like hundreds of dollars. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so hold on, y'all.
Mhm.
So you guys might not have known about this brand, but it's called Mad Monkey. They're a hostel brand in Asia, and they're actually doing a deal right now where you buy like this golden ticket, right? And for $99, it'll get you into like all their hostels for 30 days. So for 99, that's what I'm saying. And they have hostels in 5 different countries in Asia.
Wow.
So you could literally go to Asia. You could go to Asia and go to like 5 different countries in like a month and only pay $99 to stay at a hostel. Like the whole time.
Oh wow. Yeah. See, Aaliyah, she dropped a gem.
They have 60-day and 90-day ones too. It's so crazy. Like I was like, what? They're doing that? Shoot. But but if anyone's interested in that, the link is in my bio. But yeah, that is such an awesome deal to take advantage of because you were talking about hostels are so cheap. That when you break it down, it's like $4 a night.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's kind of where I need to be at because if I quit my job, obviously income is coming down, and but I still need to travel. So while I'm
you can stay places for free if you're doing travel. If you're like a photographer or something, like yeah, that's
Hey, bring your camera, P.
quite simple. You could just stay places for free.
Mhm.
yeah.
Tell them you'll take pictures for them.
I'm about to hire you as my travel coach. I'm about to get on your thing and be like, teach me.
Yo, P, bring your camera. I'll give you a light kit so you look professional. Go ahead and do it, man. Hey, get out there, man. Yeah,
so Ryan, he's been teaching me how to like actually take pictures, whatever, because a lot of people think because you have a camera, you're a photographer. It's like, nah, bro, like your angles are horrible. But and that's how I was like when I used to travel before I really started getting more serious about it, I just take my cell phone and be like, click, all right, straight, dog. Now, hey man, go ahead and take 72 pictures of this one scene, and I'm gonna choose the best one. Then we gonna edit it up, and we gonna chop it up, and then we gonna throw it on social media. And like now, like I don't put any picture up without having Adobe anything, Photoshop, like hey, something is gonna touch this actual photo.
Nothing wrong.
I'm not gonna airbrush anything. But I might start airbrushing like, man, I got a blemish. Let me go ahead and get that about there.
A little touch, a little here and there.
Because I'm looking at your pictures, I'm like, yeah, all your pictures look great. Like, aesthetically, it looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell that you ain't just like, take the picture and we straight. Like, no, you're probably the type of person like, take the picture, let me see it. And, yeah. Do people ever get just straight up like aggravated with that?
No, because it depends. Now I will say now, like I have a partner, and he really wants to take good pictures of me, so he tries to take good photos of me. But like if I'm just like, say I'm at a hostel, say I'm by myself, I'm at a hostel hanging out with my friends, and we go somewhere, ask them to take my photo, I just ask them to take my photo, I don't ask them to do anything crazy. Usually if you're hanging out with people, you can usually tell who's taking good photos, so you know who to get your camera to if you're in a group of people. So usually it'll be like a female, All right, let me see her Instagram. You have some nice photos on here. Mind taking my photo? People like that. Those people you want to hang out with. Or also, I used to do this all the time when I traveled. I would just hire somebody. You can go right on Airbnb, get your little photographer. Yeah. I paid for Paris, I paid $30 for those photos. They came out amazing. I think where I did at London, $60 for some photos. They came out amazing. Went viral off those photos. Bangkok, I paid them to take some photos. I took photos in Guatemala. I just pay people to just put some money.
Yeah. Like that Airbnb experience is like, that's a game changer. Like they say, you can just hire all these different photographers. And
I did that in Puerto Rico. So if you see those Puerto Rico photos,
I'm looking at them.
The professional ones versus the iPhone ones, the professional ones that was like $70 off Airbnb.
Okay.
Nice.
I've been tell Ron to get his ass on an Airbnb experience. For
you know what? I signed up last night when after we all chatted. Yeah.
I gotta stay on Ron. I gotta stay on him.
I signed up last night, dog.
That's what Ron
You don't even know that that's a thing. Like I made a post about that on TikTok and it goes viral every single time I post. As a matter of fact, I might repost it today, make it go viral again. People tell me, you're saving my relationship. Oh, my boyfriend's so tired of taking photos of me. I'm like, you got to get rid of this guy. I'm taking photos of you. What?
He's like, dump him, girl. Dump him, girl.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I used to before I got into this travel space, like I said, when I was living in Europe, whatever, like one of my homeboys, he was like, he's not even in this travel game like that, but he does want nice pictures, and he'd be like, "Yo, Press, man, can you just take my picture?" I'm like, "All right, cool," and I take it, click, and I give it back to him. He'd be like, "No, I need you to take that over." I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and I click, and they'd be like, "Here you go." He'd be like, "Oh man, can you just do it like?" Hey man, I'm ready to fight at this point. I'm 3 pictures in, and we ain't even got up the street yet, And then, but now I know what he was trying to achieve because he does have some really, really dope pictures, and now I'm like, oh, I need to achieve that. So, say,
you late.
Like, everybody can't take my picture, Like I tell my wife, like I say, just take the picture. She'd be like, click, that ain't gonna work for me. Do another one. Matter of fact, I need you to jump up, squat. I need you to, airlift yourself. I'd be like, hey, I need you to do all this, get these good angles, you know what I'm saying? So I completely understand what you're saying. So
That's dope. Well, just to rewind just a little bit, like you said, you got over 40 household experience and so forth. Like, do you have like any like safety tips that you personally follow when you're traveling alone?
Yeah, sure. I tell people ask me this all the time. I got all the safety tips for you guys. Okay, so this is my number one safety tip that I always tell people because it's the easiest thing you can do, and you can do it right now. Just make sure that your bags have locks on them. You can get backpacks with locks on them, built-in locks. You can get luggage with built-in locks. Don't if you like have a fanny pack or something, wear it this way. Don't have it like back here where people can get to it, and that's really just like, that's the main thing. And then other things, lock your stuff up. If you're at the hostel, so when you leave, they give you lockers. You just lock your stuff in your locker and you leave. If you're a woman, this does not apply to you guys, but if you're a woman, you're listening, then what you can do is they have female-only dorms. Pick a female-only dorm. If you don't want to share rooms with no dudes, don't. Female-only dorm. Pick a small room, maybe like 4 people. That way there's only 3 strangers. And my other tip is if you're staying at a hostel and you're in a room with strangers, ask them their name, ask them where they're from, what they're doing, where they came from. Try to get to know them. Guess what? They're not strangers anymore. Bam! Now you're staying with your friends.
You just made new friends now.
There you go.
Now you're staying in a room with your friends, not random strangers.
That's dope. That's dope. I like that tip because that's one of the things, that really, people don't really think about. They think about they always think about just the fun part of traveling and not necessarily the safety tip. Or they think about if someone gets robbed on vacation or something, it's like, that'll never happen to me, but yet they don't have any type of safety things in their head. So they're always just curious about people who have so much travel experience, how they go, get around about safely. So thank you for that.
Yeah, like I bought my first travel book bag or whatever with the locks. You can't cut it. It has the little locking mechanisms on there. Yeah. And I'm talking about because I bought it because I went to Brazil by myself, and I was just like, well, I heard like a lot of horror stories and things of that nature. So I was like, I would really want to make sure I'm protected. Even though I'm a guy, but I'm like, well,
what backpack you got? Which one you got?
I got
my lock broke on my backpack. I was so mad. But I'm like,
I had to get it to you. Actually, I wrote a blog about it on my website.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I just send that to you.
Like all the features and stuff. I'm trying to like.
Oh, I love that book bag. I carry like every day. Like now, I don't even look at Nike book bags or North Face. I only do that one travel book bag. So now everything I do is related to travel. I don't care what it is. How can this help me travel better? Safety wise or this comfort, anything. Like it has built-in RFID little scanner into the pouches. It's just wonderful. Like I said, it's the best thing. So I definitely, like I said, people need to take heed with what you just said, because safety first. I don't care if you travel with a group or not, like safety still matters. Like obviously safety increases with numbers, but you still want to be safe, you know what I'm saying? Especially for a female traveler, because I get inspired to see like all these, you know, all you like females traveling by yourself, because I be like, I don't know, man, because I be seeing some people, I be like, you look like you ain't gonna make it, you know what I'm saying? Because people getting drunk and they look like they by themselves. I be like, I don't think you should probably be getting lit like that by yourself. But you know,
no, if you want to get lit, I say go on a bar crawl with the people at the hostel, because then it'll be a whole group of y'all. Y'all all get drunk together, and guess what? Y'all gonna walk y'all drunk asses right on back to the hostel together. And then the end.
There you go.
I love bar crawls. I did a couple of bar crawls in Czech Republic. I went to Prague. We went to what's that club? What's that 5-story it's like Crazy Ivans or whatever it's called. It has the ice bar at the bottom of it, but yes, that's where we ended up at. I love ice bars, so I try to start any country or city. If it has an ice bar, I'm trying to go to it.
I've never been to one. I want to go though.
And an ice bar. I've been to ice bars in Prague, Barcelona, I've been to at least 4 or 5 ice bars, and they're always dope. Like just the experience is just, I mean, as long as you like the cold, I guess. I usually stay in there for about 20 minutes before I be like, let's go ahead and just wrap this up. Because, you know, like I said, because it's like normally when I go, it's like summer or, you know, fall, where it's really not that cold outside. So clothing wise, I go in there, I might have shorts or something like not super thick. And you go in there, I mean, they do give you gloves and a jacket.
Right?
They give you a coat and gloves, but them gloves be thin as hell. And I don't know how they're going to do it now because
they try to make sure you can reach for that credit card.
Yeah, like,
So, you know, these are all used products. So, like, I don't know how it's going to act during COVID, because literally you go in there like you just
same way,
jacket,
the same way.
It might be, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess it depends on your mental state. Because when I came out the room, whatever, the little meat locker, if you will, I just took my jacket off, hung it back up, threw the gloves in the bin, and somebody came right behind me.
Right now.
So yeah, definitely. So if you find that, go for it. I mean, I plan on going back to ice bars or whatever. Whenever it comes up.
Try one.
Okay.
So my question, like, what equipment do you use when you go on all these adventures? You just use your cell phone, you know, you got an actual $1 million camera. What do you use?
Uh-oh, she about to say cell phone. There you go.
Cell phone. You know, I bought a camera, and I bought like a DSLR camera. It's too big. I'm like, I'm not taking that with me when I go traveling. So I left it. And then I was gonna buy GoPro, and I never bought one. I have a vlogging camera now, the G7X, that I don't vlog anything on because I don't know how to edit videos. But there's lots of stuff recorded on it. So my friend is my little iPhone here. So yeah,
I was just telling my wife,
and I got a new one. So this one is very good. So
that's the new one.
High quality, 12 Pro Max.
12 Pro Max. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about getting an iPhone now, just for
I have 2 phones,
purposes.
so it helps to have 2.
Yeah, because I have my regular cell phone, but it's a Samsung. And I'm a Samsung Android type of dude. Like I've been like Android for a while.
Just buy the other one, use it for recording stuff and
because I'm talking about like I said, when we went to Mexico, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they came with us, and they all, you know, they're big iPhone users. I'm looking at their videos like, damn, I'm looking at them like, damn, like what's going on? So because since I blog, like I blog and vlog. So I use my GoPro to vlog or whatever. And it's 4K or whatever, and I'm looking at their iPhone like, bro, like I could just use this damn iPhone. Like I don't even need, this GoPro, like.
But the GoPro is like, you know, you can use it in the water and stuff, right?
Yeah, but the only problem with the GoPro is the battery life. Like the battery life is horrible. I'm talking about like I have to carry like I say, I always have my book bag on me, and I got like 7 batteries in my book bag. Like I got like I'm telling you, like I have a packing list. So like when I leave my hotel or whatever, I got all my batteries. I got chargers. I mean, I got 2 external battery chargers. I got everything. So because normally when I leave, and I'm gonna ask you this question before I forget, but when I leave the hotel, I don't come back. I ain't coming back until 7, 8 o'clock at night when I'm ready.
Sundown, right?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like when I'm like, all right, I got all my stuff because I don't film nightlife because I don't want to film anybody, drunk, because that's not the image I'm trying to show the world of any city or just even myself. Like I don't want to be like slurring my words and putting that out because I'm trying to make content where my aunt can look at it, like like my mother or something like that. So I'm not in it for shock value, like showing people throwing up. Like my aunts don't want to. I want stuff my kids can see. So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But so I turn the camera off and then I go get turned up. But when you, and this is like I just need to know for Ryan because you seem like a person that's gonna get up and at him. When you get to a place, do you feel like you need to sleep in till like noon before you even just go do stuff during the day?
I cannot do that.
Hey.
Nope, Ryan, shut up.
Nah.
You already answered. Ryan.
Nah. She said when she's on vacation, do the same thing. When she's on vacation at the resort,
if you're at a resort.
No, I'll probably still be up though.
Exactly. When you at a resort, when you're on vacation or like resort life, sleep in, you're chilling because you know why? You have nothing else to do. Like you just
I ain't going nowhere.
You're paying for. And I've told that to Ryan, but Ryan will be like, I'm going to Mexico, I'm going to Vegas, I'm sleeping in to 3 o'clock, and I'll be like, why? It's like for me, like everybody has their own journey.
Time, I gotta go.
I'm like, bro, like, yeah, I'm up and at them. Like, I remember I was in Columbia.
Yeah. Are y'all ready for breakfast?
8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yo, by 8 o'clock in the morning, we need to be making moves. Like, when I mean making moves, you have already eaten, you're already dressed, and we getting the hell out this house.
Man, if y'all don't call room service up to the room with my breakfast, man, that's all I'm doing.
Room service has to come at 7.
Well, I'll say like 9:30.
You know what? I like her. Thank you. Get on his back. See, I'm not the only one like Ryan. I completely understand when you are on vacation and you're on relaxation mode.
Even on relaxation mode, I like to watch the sunrise because usually I'm somewhere where I can see the beach. I like to watch the sun come up. Sunset, sunrise. That's beautiful. So that's why I said I need my breakfast to come at 7 so I can eat it. And
you can enjoy it. Yeah. And like I said, when you go to places,
I can go back to sleep, if I want.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm up and at 'em. Once I get up,
the vacation, but if traveling, I'm gone.
You're up and at 'em. You got it out of here. Well,
Ryan wants to be in the noon. I'll be like, bro, you missed half the day.
I'm gonna let you know like this. Aaliyah is a nice, beautiful person. I'm glad she's on the show. It could be 1,000 other people on the show. I'm sticking with my guns, man. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fine. But you know what? Ryan he gonna wake up. I'm not gonna be there.
He gonna be lonely as hell. Where you at?
Doing this, friend.
Be about as emotional as Drake.
Cool. I don't have a problem leaving nobody. So I'll be like, all right.
I'll
catch y'all later.
I have no.
Stay there. No, sleep.
He said, stay there. Just don't worry.
I'm telling you. That's the mood. That's how I gotta carry with people. I'm like, either I'm not going with you, because if we're gonna end up like just Ryan and I've never traveled with Ryan, but now I'm starting to feel like I don't think I could travel with Ryan because one, I ain't going on vacation with Ryan. We're not sleeping into noon together, like just chilling, like nah, bro. Like
y'all have to be together if y'all traveling together. You gotta always do stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, if I want to sleep in, I'm sleeping in. I'm bringing my wife, and we're gonna chill and drink these Mai Tais and massages and go to the pool. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, got it. But if I like go somewhere, I typically this was my first resort when I went to Mexico last week for the whole week or whatever. That was my first time ever at an actual resort, all inclusive, because that's not the type of traveler I am. The type of traveler I am, I like to go to a country. So like when I first went to Mexico, I went to Mexico City because people are like, why the hell did you go to Mexico City? Why you want to go to the Cabo or Cozumel?
It's not your thing.
The type of traveler I am. I'm more of I want to be in the culture. I want to eat, street vendor food. I want to meet the locals. I want to like walk around and just not get lost, but get kind of lost and, go off the beaten path. And my wife is the same way. Like she wants to be like in the cultures. So that's why we went to Mexico City. And then this time, since it was her birthday, I was like, okay, this is going to be more of a relaxation vacation. But her ass gonna get up at 7:00 in the morning. We still gonna get up. You're gonna get up, but we still went off the resort because I wanted to, see. It was Tulum, so I love ruins and pyramids. So we still did all that type of stuff, whatever. But we wasn't going all day. We got to relax in the pool, the little infinity pool, and then like I went all out and we stayed at this 5-star resort, and we had our own private pool to our suite and stuff like that. So it was super dope just to do all that. So in my mindset, why the hell would I sleep in till 2:00 in the afternoon when I got a pool literally outside on my little deck? And I'm like, I'd rather go in the pool. So about 8:00 in the morning, we in the pool. I'm chilling. We had a breakfast served to us in the pool. Damn food floating away and shit. I gotta hold it. I'm like, damn, like, this ain't what I saw on TV. Like on TV, the tray looked like it was just sitting there,
That's funny.
So yeah, like, like I said, like Ryan's gonna find his journey or whatever, but if he ever go with me, I'm trying to get him to come with me. I want him to come because I'm gonna be on his app. I'm gonna be loud getting ready.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, it's time to get up, guys.
Aaliyah, we all did, me, President, and our other homie, we did go to Bike Week like many years ago. And it was straight. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was good.
Yeah, we was up and at 'em. I don't think we slept until no damn noon.
We ain't sleeping on no noon, but it's Bike Week. You don't even do but so much except go outside, you enjoy the scenery, look at the cars, hit the strip, and maybe hit a nightclub or two.
Yeah, some days are way beyond.
Yeah. I'm washed up now, but
I'm washed. So now I'm washed. I'm like, what you kids doing out there? Y'all keep it down.
I'll tell you how washed I am. When I went to Orlando recently, I told myself, told my wife, I was like, look, I'm drinking every night. I'm getting, nightcaps, all that every night. And maybe like the 3rd or 4th night, I had one drink and I was sleepy as hell. I'm like, it's time for bed. I gotta go to bed. It was like 11:30. I was finished. So I'm washed up for the nightlife. This is not about
that's what it is. That's what we do. So you got another question for? Because I have a question.
Well, yeah, my only question is, I know you already said your favorite out of the 6 places you went to last year, but do you have one like just your all-time favorite, just with your whole experience of traveling, period? What is Aaliyah's number one place that she's been to, period?
I love Thailand. That's what really got me interested in traveling in the first place. And I just love it there. I was there for 3.5 weeks.
Okay.
Go back.
So you must have seen everything in 3.5. I say everybody, you've seen a good.
I went all over the country. I was in the north, I was in the south, I was in Bangkok, I was on the islands, I was everywhere.
So pretty much Thailand is completely worth it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. First of all, it's cheap there, so worth what? The flight. I guess the flight. But oh yeah, Thailand's the best. I definitely recommend that. That place for anybody who wants to like travel, by themselves, or that's a good starting place for Asia, because wherever you go in Asia, you're going to have some type of culture shock because it's Asia and it's totally different from here. But if you start somewhere, that's a good place to start because people are nice there and everybody speaks English. So.
Okay. Yeah. Like right now, my wife and I, we're kind of torn between our next huge vacation because we usually take one big huge vacation every year. Mm-hmm. So next year we're either going to go to Kenya and Tanzania for 2.5 weeks, or we're gonna go to Thailand and Cambodia, Vietnam for a couple of weeks. So I want to go to Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam for a couple of weeks. But she's like, oh, let's go to Africa. I'm like, I mean, I do want to go to Africa, but I was like, I just felt like
that was so cool.
I want to see some temples. I want to see some shrines and things of that nature. Whatever. I mean, I love Africa. I went to Egypt, and went to Egypt for like 2 weeks, and I had a blast. It was cool, but it was hot as hell, and I was like, man. And it just like I said, I do. It's several countries in Egypt I want to go to. I'm sorry, not Egypt. I'm sorry. It's Africa and just in general, but Asia that's calling me. They're like, yo, come on through, dog. Like, come on through. And I'm like, all right. So I just got to figure that part out. I got to convince her. Or I just buy it and be like, oh, I thought we decided on this. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I already paid for the tickets now, so we got to go.
It's so cheap over there, too. So, especially Vietnam is like,
yeah.
That's like the cheapest place I've ever been in my entire life.
Gotcha.
I was there sitting there like, how am I supposed to go back to America?
I tell my wife all
I
the
know
time.
they're gonna beat me over the head to eat this food. Like there's a sandwich, this Vietnamese sandwich. It literally costs like 50 cents there.
Oh,
$9 here. It's $9. Like how?
I can't. I'm like lost for words. That's ridiculous. $9 sandwich.
$9 because I like it. Whatever.
I tell people all the
Where
time.
else I'm gonna get it from? I can't go to Vietnam.
I tell people, I said, hey, I don't want to live in America. I love being an American. I love my little American amenities and stuff like that. But I was like, yo, once you've been overseas, like, and I've been to like Europe, I've been to Asia, I've been to South America, Central America. It's nothing like once you go over there and you see the power of a dollar, maybe not so much in Europe, but when you go to like, say like Asia and stuff like that, and you see how far that dollar go, you be like, I'm spending way too much money in America. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, my ultimate goal is to live abroad, like for the rest of my life.
You can live for like $300 a month.
I be telling my wife, I be sending her a little text message. Hey, check this out.
What a little Airbnbs.
She don't want to. She just definitely don't want to live overseas the rest of her life. And I'd be like, leave your ass. No. But so we've been talking about compromise. So like the compromise for us is that I'm just going to get a couple of properties overseas, and then we'll just probably just split our time between America and wherever I get or whatever. So
that's a very, very fair compromise.
Yeah, like that way, if I say, hey, let's
properties everywhere too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more so just so my friends can have places to stay, and me too, so I can have a place to stay when.
So like I was looking at like Colombia. I was really looking at Colombia to get like a little apartment or something like that. And like I said, I was going to use Colombia as my little launch pad. So I'd be like, okay, I'll fly to Colombia, stay at my own place. I don't have to worry about lodging. And then if I want to go to say Peru, Brazil, then I catch a cheaper flight from there. So, and that's what I was telling my wife. I'm like, yo.
You stole my plan.
So I told her, I was like, hey.
You guys been listening on my phone calls or something like
right,
that?
Right. At least she sound like Soldier Boy. You stole my whole flow bar for bar.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, I think about travel all the time and what I could do. And I got a friend right now. He actually purchased the plot of land in DR. So, but like we go overseas, they don't have mortgages. You got to pay. You got to buy a lot of stuff outright. Yeah. So he dropped $10,000. Yeah, so he dropped $10,000. That got him the plot of land and the foundation. So they're working on it right now, and then so he's going to build it up. And I think at the end of the day, his house is going to cost like maybe $50,000. Oh. He's going to have like 3 floors, and overlooking the ocean. I was like, damn. So I was like, yeah, man,
you about to do it.
Need all that. So that's one of the things I plan on doing. But one of my questions I want to ask you is, what are some of the pitfalls that you came across on like something like, on your journeys?
Pitfalls? Like things I messed up on?
Yeah, like things like, damn, I probably could have saved money, or damn,
I could have did that better.
Why even go on this trip?
Yeah. Oh, right. I wish I could run that back.
Why did I take homegirl? Like, why homegirl here? She out here wilding. Like, you know.
I knew I should have brought that
I
friend.
definitely have had one of those experiences. How many stories do y'all want? You just want one? Or
Oh, you can give me a funny story, a horror story, don't matter.
Yeah,
you
it's
give
your
us
choice.
both.
It's your choice.
Okay, well, no, I'll just tell y'all about my mistake I made that cost me like $200.
Okay, $200 mistake. That's the title of this episode.
Yeah.
$200 mistake.
So, a $200 mistake, very expensive. So I guess I was going to I was leaving Cambodia and I was going to Vietnam. And I get to the airport and I got to check in because, you know, usually if you're going international, you got to go to the gate. You can't just do it on your phone. So I go to the gate lady and I give her my passport. She goes, all right, where's your approval letter? And I said, She said, your approval letter. You need your approval letter so that you can get into Vietnam and get your visa. And I was like, well, yeah, can I just get a visa at the airport? And she was like, yeah, you get it at the airport when you get there, but you need the approval letter to get the thing at the airport when you get there. And I was like, I don't have an approval letter and my flight leaves in like an hour and a half or something like that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'm freaking out. I'm like, okay, I don't have an approval letter. My flight's about to leave. I don't have nowhere to stay. Like I'm supposed to be over there, you know? So I don't know what to do. And she's like, okay, here, just step to the side. I ended up having to like use some service, some like expedited service to do it. They literally sent me the approval letter in like 5 minutes, no kid. Like they sent it in like 5 minutes. And but oh my gosh, like $200. And the reason why it cost me $200 was because I was flying out on a Saturday. And obviously the immigration office is not open on the weekends. So I had to go through some other little random service to get it done, but it got done. And I got there, it cost me $200.
All right, so lesson learned. Don't forget that damn approval letter. You know.
Well, the lesson learned is to do full research because when I looked up Vietnam, it said you can get a visa at the airport. Somehow I missed the approval letter part. I don't know where I skipped over to that. Because I thought I could get it at the airport. You can get it at the airport, but you need a letter to get it at the airport.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I would have never thought that.
I've never had to do that before.
Right.
Yeah, I knew about the visa that you can get it at the airport, like most countries, like Egypt.
Yeah, usually you just get it at the airport.
Panama, but
I just
letter.
I came from Cambodia. You just get it at they show up. They do your thing at the airport.
Now, was it because you came from Cambodia, or is it just anybody that enters?
From it because I'm from United States. Because
Okay.
you know it all has to do with your passport.
Okay,
Everybody, different passports, they have different things they got to do.
different requirements. Okay,
Yeah, different requirements.
Damn. Okay. Well,
sucks.
well, like I said, you know for next time. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Now you just saved me a couple $100.
And nobody mentioned an approval letter. I hung out with all these backpackers who were telling me about Vietnam. Not one of them mentioned, hey, you get your approval letter? None of them said anything about an approval letter.
That sucks. I hate when you.
No one warned me about this.
Yeah.
Even heard of them. In fact, I got several friends that have been to Vietnam, but they have never told me about anything about approval letter.
See? Well,
That's what I said. Like I didn't know that. I know about the visa part. I don't know about no damn letters.
Right, and it always sucks because after you pay the $200 and you realize what you realize, I know you're kicking yourself like, damn, someone should talk about approval letter. I would have made sure.
Well, how much is it normally? I was asking other people.
Yeah, because that was my follow-up. Like, how much money did you really lose out on? Because is it like a $5 processing fee?
No, I think I missed out. I think it's like a $50. I think it's actually, you know what? I think it's $25, but I think there's some type of processing fee that you also have to pay. Because when I got off the plane, there was a guy, as soon as I got off the plane, holding up a sign with my name on it. And I was like, oh, hey, that's my name. And then I walked over to him like, yeah, that's me. And he's like, oh, I'm helping you with your visa. I'm from the company. And I was like, oh, okay. Like they didn't tell me I was meeting with someone. But literally like, he was like, oh, you don't have
salary. He's like, oh, thank you, American.
Yeah, he was like, oh, come over here and do this. But I think he paid for me, and I think gave them $25
Okay.
to get the visa. So I guess that was included in my $200. I think.
There you go.
But he gave them like $25, and but I think there's another fee you have to pay other than that. I think
Okay.
the approval letter, you got to pay something for that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I don't know what it is because I paid $200. It's not that though. I promise you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh man, but yeah, I really that does sound great. So I mean, horrible matter of fact, but
Yeah, we're-
like one of my final questions that I always ask people, especially how can I preface it? I know one of the reasons why me and Preston started this podcast is you know, there's always, you know, not as loud, but there's still maybe like this simmering stereotype that black people don't travel as much and stuff like that. And so, you know, that's one of the things we like to do. One of our objectives is to make the world a smaller place by talking to various different people from all walks of life, different parts of the world. And once again, we just always like to talk about travel and, you know, just put that message out there that black folks like to travel. So with that long disclaimer said, right, have you ever been to like a particular place or country and just felt, you know, out of place, or someone ever look at you as if, you know, like, why is she like look at you like crazy?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like,
okay, look. I just let y'all know right now, whoever's listening or whatever, if you go to Asia, people gonna look at you funny, okay? This period. They're gonna look at you funny. Don't mean they don't like you, but they will look at you funny. They might try to take pictures of you and do all. That don't mean they dislike you, but they will look at you funny. They'll look at you funny. The further, and I noticed it the further east I went. So Thailand, it was cool. They're like, oh, black people, yay! I saw their black people, you know, Thailand, they're great there. Everything was cool, super comfortable. I go to Cambodia, a little different. I'm like, all right, yeah, it's cool here, but Cambodians, they're brown. They're like this color. So I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, there's no really other black people here, but I kind of blend in with them, you know. And so, and then I go over to Vietnam, a little further east, and you know, not the same. There's literally a lot of these places I was going, there were no foreigners anywhere, and one of my white people with nobody. There was this one place I was walking around, I didn't see no foreigners anywhere. I was the only foreigner walking around. I was like, out here, like there are no foreigners at all. And I was walking down the street, and this guy pinched my arm.
I know you was surprised as hell. Like, nah, you don't touch me, man. Oh, don't touch me, man. Like, what? So how'd you react to that? Like, what'd you do?
I told him no. No. And I kept walking. That was it.
Oh, he trying to flirt. He like, girl, what you thought? What you
Probably was.
Like, you lost, little girl?
Like,
Talk to you for a minute.
Yes, real. It don't come off. It don't move.
Yeah, that's the wildest pickup move I've ever heard of. Let me just pinch and see how she react. Like,
yeah, I had braids at the time, because you know it's Asia. You gotta have braids. I had braids, and like sometimes they be trying to like touch my hair and stuff.
Oh, I was about to ask my next question. Did someone try to touch your hair?
I was like, y'all gotta chill. Like, y'all can't be doing that. That's not okay. Like,
yeah.
I just, that happened the farther east you go, because you know right after that it's like China, and they definitely gonna be touching and taking pictures over there, because that's what they do.
Do you think they might have thought you might have been like some type of celebrity or something like that? Like, I know one thing that had me rolling, and correct me if I'm wrong, Preston, I think one time somebody thought you was like a rapper or something like that when you was overseas somewhere.
They always think that. Like, every time I go somewhere, they be like, picture, black man picture.
See,
like, hell yeah, dog. Somebody go and take that picture, dog. Like,
I told them they got to pay for a picture. That's how I get them.
I shouldn't start saying that.
They be running after that. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, and I'd be like, oh, you got to pay me, and then I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have no money. I'm like, okay, well, no picture.
I went to Hungary. I was in Budapest, and these Bammers thought I was like a rapper. I had my homeboy with me, and I had this white guy with me. And so they was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm the rapper." They was like, "You rap?" I was like, "Cause who's in VIP?" And VIP was like $20. I don't know what it was in their money, But I was in that joint balling. So they're like, y'all must be rappers. I was like, yeah, man, you know, my new single just dropped like the other day, you know. And so he was like, well, who's this guy? I was like, oh man, this is my bodyguard. And then, then they pointed to the white dude. It was like, who is there? I was like, he's my manager. He's my
How did I know that? I'm psychic. I said, you security and your manager, right?
And I was like, we had so much fun. Like they was like, yo, I was like, man, drinks on me, dog. I got $5 and whatever y'all money is, you know, I'm balling. And then the same thing happened in Egypt. Like I was taking pictures with people, kids. It was like, do you mind if my daughter and my son take picture with you? Like, first I was annoyed because people were staring. And then eventually I was just like, fuck it. Take these pictures, dog. I'm looking wives, their husbands, their kids, their grandmothers. Man, it was crazy. I had to take about at least 50 pictures.
Hey, so just rewind a little bit. When you was in Budapest and someone asked, did you verbatim say I'm the rapper? You didn't say I don't know, Rick Ross. You just said I'm the rapper, and it was like, all right, he's the
I'm the rapper. Because you gotta look at it. A lot of rappers go to Europe. And then a lot of rappers that are not full blown, they go to Europe and they get a lot of shine because they appreciate the underground culture of hip hop. Like you said, you go to China, man, I was break dancing. They still break dance. You know, when the last time you saw somebody break dance in America?
Man, you know what? It would been hilarious. It's like, it been hilarious. I'm like, yo, spit 16 for me real quick.
Oh, they was gonna get some Biggie. I was gonna be like, it was all a drink. He'll be like, I think I heard that. Nah, you ain't heard that. You ain't never heard that. That's brand new bars. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so but she's right though, man. Like when I lived in Korea, South Korea for a year, man, people just be staring and shit. You be like, who the fuck is you looking at? And that's just their culture, bro. Like they just stare, and like especially like Korea, like so Korea is like really crowded. Man, people bump into you. They don't say excuse me, but that's just their culture because of how crowded it is.
Yeah, so crowded it is.
And excuse me all damn day. So you just gotta stand your ground like Florida. I just make sure I tighten these shoulders up. When you bump into me, you gonna fucking you gonna fall.
It's like a pick and roll.
You know what I'm saying?
Getting that pick and roll shoulder. That's funny.
So yeah, but like I said, I do love Asia though. Asia culture is pretty dope. I don't know about the food because I don't eat all that weird shit, but
the food's so good.
It's I mean, you know, I don't go too far out.
I was waiting.
Yeah, I don't go too far out.
Thai?
I'm not. Hey, I'm not eating certain things. Certain things Preston is not eating, and I don't eat. I don't know. Like
nah.
An amusement park in Korea, and they had this is an amusement park. I'm thinking funnel cakes, you know, popcorn shrimp, you know, shit like that.
And stuff over there.
And
I went to
the dude was like, you want some you want some rice with ox blood? What the fuck do I look like, bro? Who out here eating? First of all, rice. Why am I eating rice
with the ox blood?
You know, I'm like, that's nasty, bro. Like, yo, I seen some wild stuff, bro. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. They had like bugs and shit. I was like, nah, bro, I don't eat that shit. So
that's horrible.
It kind of threw me off a little bit. I was just like, man, you got like a funnel cake?
Of course I had regular food.
Yeah, I just need regular food. Like I said, I'm not the biggest seafood eater. So, I mean, I eat some fish or, you know, things of that nature. But once we start getting into calamari and... Man, I'm not... I'm good. So you eat all that stuff?
Yeah, I try it.
Oh, no.
And she braver than you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was getting on my case yesterday about
no,
my...
But what I haven't done is I haven't eaten the bugs, but I'm going to do it next time.
See, she braver than you. See,
for the bugs and the bug.
Is that really being brave? Is that really being?
Yes, she being more brave than you.
See, Ryan is bigging you up because Ryan don't even eat ketchup. So anything, hey, ketchup is exotic to him. He eat all his food dry as hell.
Yep.
All his food is dry. Like he don't do mustard. He don't do ketchup. He don't do anything. Any type of condiments. He be like, no, just give me the hot.
It bugs me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a food phobia or what, but it bugs me. I don't rock with it. Can't. But yeah.
Hold the sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Hold the sauce, please. That's it. That's it.
You want it on the
Dry
side?
ass
Nah,
nuggets.
just
Yeah,
eat
you dry nuggets.
Don't even waste the sauce. No side or nothing. Just
it.
don't even waste it on me, dog. Don't even waste it on me, dog. Don't worry about it. Don't even waste it.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so my last question is how many countries or states have you been to so far? Right, roundabout, if you don't have a real idea.
But I've been to 24
states or 24 countries?
24 countries.
24 countries.
Nice.
That's dope.
Would
So
know
how many?
a lot more, but
Okay. Yeah,
You get
that's,
there.
I cool.
that's a
Last
good-
year.
that's a good amount. What's your dream countries? Like the one that you like, I gotta get to. You know what? You all right. Because that's exactly where I want to go. That's why I wanted to go this year. If everything would have happened.
Something different, you know?
I tell people all the time, they be like, why the hell you want Antarctica? Like,
Because
why not? I was like, I haven't never met anybody physically that been to Antarctica. So I was like, I gotta go. Like, yeah, like, you just don't randomly meet people.
Because it costs $6,000 to get there, first off.
Yeah, I
And
know.
that's if you get a deal. That's if you get a deal.
I know. I've been researching. Me and my homeboy plan
I
on going.
saw a deal for $5,500 one time, and I was like,
I gotta go. I definitely. So I've been to 5 continents. So I'm only missing Australia and Antarctica. So I definitely gotta go. Definitely gotta go.
I want to go to Australia too.
Yes, I gotta go. I'm the only thing about Australia that scares me because I'm like I don't do spiders. And I heard they got the worst like spiders of known to man and shit. So
Like out in the middle of nowhere. I think you all.
no, I heard like even when you're like in Sydney, I heard like Sydney got a lot of
You're all
spiders.
right. Because do you talk to the people that live there? That's what they told you.
Yeah.
Because I asked my friends, because someone posted something crazy and I posted it and I asked my friends, I was like, I know I got friends in Australia. Is this real? Do I have an issue? Do I need to be afraid? They're like, no, it's not that bad. They be acting like that's everywhere. It's not like that. That's what they said.
And that's what I was saying. Like, so
That's what they told me.
I'm always wary of people say not that bad. Because once you get accustomed to things are not that bad.
Well, because people will be like, oh, Texas has scorpions and snakes and stuff. I'm like, yeah, like I be seeing them, but it ain't that bad.
Yeah, like
It's not that,
I don't mind scorpions. I say scorpions, snakes don't really bother me. Spiders, that bothers me. Like, especially the ones because they have a lot of poisonous. Man, I know it's supposed to be more towards the.
That's it. That's the ultimate weapon right there.
Don't play me. I see a spider, yo.
Yeah, they're gonna kill. Okay, yeah,
I'm ready.
Because I want to go to the outback. I want to go scuba diving, like in the coral reefs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm actually trying to work and get my scuba license. I'm trying to get certified, whatever. So I want to start doing because I'm telling when I travel, like even in the future, I want to be able to do everything, whether it's scuba diving. Like I just went snorkeling the other day. That wasn't my first time, but I love just snorkeling. So I can only imagine what scuba diving got to feel like. So that's some of the stuff that I want to do when I start getting heavily back into traveling. Because right now I'm just doing a lot of domestic travel. Because I still got to go hit Texas. I want to hit Houston and San Antonio. Like those are 2 cities I definitely want to go. More so San Antonio. I heard like it's real beautiful there.
One of my favorite places to go.
You said it's not? Is
San
it
Antonio.
Really?
What's wrong with San Antonio? Well, I know you're from Texas.
What would you recommend for Texas?
What would you recommend? Yeah.
Texas.
Austin is like the prettiest city in Texas. I'm laughing. Y'all talking about San Antonio. It ain't but right down the street, but Austin is way nicer. I can tell you that. It's a more green.
I heard Austin's nice. I heard Austin's real nice.
It's very green. We have the hill country. We have the wine country over here too. Texas has the 2nd largest wine country in America.
I had no idea.
Yeah, next to Napa.
Mm-hmm. I mean, now granted, the only city I've been to in Texas is San Antonio. But the first time I went, I've been like 3 times. But
I mean, it's not like that nice. Nicer than Dallas, but
she killed my whole dream out here. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to Dallas a couple of times.
Austin is nice. Just driving around Austin is just like a whole scenic route everywhere you go.
All right.
Okay, I might
So-
have to
so-
check out Austin too.
Yeah,
I definitely
yeah.
want to San Antonio. I just want to see the river walk.
Yeah. Next time I hit Texas, me and the wife, we gonna go to go Austin or Houston. One of those two.
Well, they just got a boat. They're right. It's like 3 hours. You just drive to one. You can go to one for a day and then drive back.
Easy.
We're going to
Easy.
Houston on Saturday. We're just gonna drive down there and do what we got to do. We got to drive back up here.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so we at the part of the show where we like to. Oh, first of all, we didn't get a chance to plug it yet. Can you give all the audience all your social media content tags?
Yes, I can. So you guys can check out my website. It's the Travel Tourist, like the zodiac sign.com. And then you can find me on Instagram at the Travel Tourist. And you can find me on TikTok at the Travel Tourist with the extra S. They deleted my first account. And let's see. Oh, Pinterest, the Travel Tourist. Where else? I'm on Twitter, but I don't put anything on there.
You on Facebook?
Snapchat, but I don't put anything on there. So, yes, Instagram, the Travel Tourist, my website, and on TikTok, you can find me on there. That's where all the real fun is, TikTok. So
That's all the real fun. Okay, because I want to see some of these viral dances you be trying to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up after the show. I'm gonna go check it out.
I'm like, what's she doing?
I'm gonna follow too. Oh yeah, you're gonna get another follow to your already 260,000+ folks. So one more.
I'm for 1 million.
There you go.
Hey, you almost there. Shit.
Mhm.
All right, so the last part is we like to do rapid fire questions, and it's just 10 of them. Okay, so whatever your first thought is, like A or B or whatever. Okay?
Oh, hey, before you start, before you start, no pressure, but we always catch a guest on something.
Okay.
They always be like, I'll be like A or B. All right, so the first one is luxury or budget,
A budget.
train or plane,
Plane.
hostel or hotel,
Hostel.
city or beach,
City.
desert or tropical,
Tropical.
cold or hot destination.
Cold.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the
Surprised with being from Texas and all.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? That's the first one. Normally it's like hot, but cold. Okay.
I always end up in hot places, but I really want to go to the cold ones. That's the ones I'm really interested in.
Okay.
I told you I want to go to Antarctica.
Off the beaten path or organized excursion,
Off the beaten path.
photo or video,
Video.
solo or group.
Solo.
Oh, okay. Fast food or like dining in.
I can't eat fast food. It has to be dine in. I get sick. No, literally. My body cannot handle it anymore. I guess. I
Okay.
can get out of it.
Well, if it wasn't fast food, but like just like street vendors,
Oh, I can eat that.
you eat that. Okay. But like McDonald's is just not gonna cut it for you.
No, I haven't eaten at McDonald's like 3-4 years.
Gotcha.
Dang. Are you like vegan or anything or anything like that or vegetarian?
No, but I can tell you this: whatever it is about their food, like if I eat it, even if it's like a couple fries or something like that, I will get a migraine. And it's not just that place; it's like In-N-Out. I can't eat there either. It's like I just stay away from fast food. I can have Chick-fil-A, but I can't really eat. I just don't. do it.
Chick-fil-A is kind of like gourmet fast food.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not.
it's
Yeah,
like-
I'm pretty sure they're not using whatever McDonald's is using.
Oh yeah, that man. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, you did good on those. Yeah, see, Ron, you jinxed it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
Yeah. I did jinx it.
What are
That's
y'all
the
setting
first.
people up on? Which y'all-
Well, because some people be like, like say like photo or video, because a lot of people are on Instagram and they do more photos, and obviously, but a lot of them like the video portion of it too, so it's not to be torn.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I want to do both. So you're literally the first
You
person.
can always what? All right. Anyways, okay. Look, people who are confused about that, you can literally, if you record something on your phone, pick the moment that you like and screenshot it. Now it's a photo.
Well, that's just that's just common sense. You just want to use common sense. Oh, that's what's up, though. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna, I want to appreciate. I appreciate you coming on to the show. Like I said, because when I came across your page, I was like, damn, she fly as hell. I was like, let me go ahead and send out a request to you. You know what I'm saying? I really do like your content. And I was just like, yo, and I'm so glad that you accepted and you came on the show, because some people be thinking like they too big time to, you know, because like I said, we just got started and they be like, oh
I
no.
like doing podcasts. They're fun. I did one last week. I was on a podcast last week.
Oh, what is it? Yeah, give them a plug. I like to listen to your interview whenever it comes
Yeah,
up.
I was on the with the Lifestyle Brothers.
Lifestyle Brothers. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
I was on their podcast. It's up right now too.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna see.
Mhm.
No, that's what's up. So before we sign out, I want to make sure everybody knows. Like, do you have anything coming up that people should be, you know, looking out for?
Yes, you guys, I have a book out right now. If y'all are trying to make if you live in America, you're trying to make some easy money because you want to grow your travel fund quickly, easily, and efficiently because you're busy and you have things to do, like me, then you might want to check out being a brand ambassador, because you can literally make the easiest amount of money just standing around doing nothing. And if y'all want to learn more about that, I wrote a whole book about how to do that, what types of jobs they are, the schedules, the duties, how to find them, the taxes, how much they pay, how to get the jobs, how to find them. I even gave y'all a copy of my resume. So that is also linked in my bio. It's on my website for sale right now. It's like $20. But trust me, these jobs you're making minimum $20 an hour anyway. So buying a little book ain't but a drop in the bucket because you about to be balling.
There you go.
You about to be balling. Go ahead and invest.
I used to make $500 in a weekend, $500, $600, $700 just working 3 days.
Really?
Yes, that's how I went to Guatemala. Look, y'all, I worked a 3-day event. I made $600. I went to Guatemala for 5 days, spent $500, spent the extra $100 on my photo shoot.
Jeez.
All right, so check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and have to slide off and get this book. That's what I'm trying to do. I was telling my wife, I was like, I'm trying to either like partner with somebody or get some paid, you know, anything. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's the holdup of me quitting my main job. Like, because I always wondered, like, how do people make money as far as when it comes to, you know, full-time traveling? And obviously it has to be some type of branding, like some type of brand partnerships and stuff like that.
And some people, some people work online too. So
Yeah.
like an online side hustle. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Medium? If you write, I would definitely get on Medium because you can make like thousands of dollars on there. Like people make $10,000, $100,000 a month off of Medium just writing articles. So
Shoot, Aaliyah dropping the gems and give you the plug with the book right here. Shoot.
That's it. So hey, I'm on everybody to go get that book and go ahead and follow Aaliyah, because I'm telling you, she sounds like she's on her way to being, you know, the Diddy of travel. You know?
Yeah, she about to be the travel Oprah out here.
That's awesome.
But no, just like what he said, I want to say thank you as well for coming on the show, and I also want to echo that. Hey, I mean, I'm sure when we reached out to you, you see the followers and stuff like that we have. And so we're just glad that once again, you just was able to take some time just to, chop it up with us. And so for that, I really appreciate your time.
Anytime. I'll come back if y'all want me to.
Oh yeah, I want you to come back. So whenever anything, so this is the thing about it. We tell everybody, tell all our guests, because we have had repeat guests before.
I was doing a repeat with them too.
The lifestyle, okay.
Yeah.
And, I always tell people, I'm like, yo, anytime you got something that you want to promote, anything that you have something that's, that's new or whatever the case, you just want to chop it up again, we're always welcome. All you got to do is hit us, because like we're going to follow you through all our social media content. I mean, I got like 4 Instagram pages that I'm trying to whittle down to like 2, but I'm going to follow you from all my accounts.
Likewise.
It's really, because like I said, I'm just really trying to promote everybody's, brand. Especially yours, like I said, I'm working on my little brand. Hopefully, it becomes a big brand, one day. So yeah, I just want to say, just appreciate you taking the time out today. And you got anything last thing, Ron?
Once again, I already said it. Thank you. And hey, if you want to sign off, Aaliyah, feel free. You got any last things you want to say?
No, but thanks for having me on. I always love talking about travel.
Nice.
All right, well, guys, this is Eventual Pictures. I'm Preston. We got my man Ron. We have Aaliyah today, the travel tours, and this is we're signing out. Okay.
Peace.
Peace.